Hey guys, I wanted to keep you guys up to date with how I'm doing with my diorama that I'm doing for the build off. Here's the materials that I'll be using for it. I've just got a piece of foam here. It took me a long time to find the right piece of foam. I'm still not terribly happy with the one I got. I wanted to get kind of a squishier one, but I think I can make this one work. The plan today is to use this piece of foam and cut out a rough shape of how I want my diorama to look. It doesn't have to be too terribly big. It's just going to be big enough to fit a 1/144th scale GM laying down on it. So I'll shape that and mess around with that until I'm happy with it. And then later today, I've just got this all-purpose filler that I'm going to use to cover the whole thing so that it's not like a foam texture. It'll be more of like a plastery kind of a more durable kind of texture to it. That way it doesn't like chip off and fall apart and whatnot later down the line. Then once that's done drying for about a day or so, I'm going to take just a couple of these craft store paints. I've got a couple different browns here. I'm going to try and paint the ground to make it look semi-realistic, I guess. And then once that is all done drying, I'm just going to take some Elmer's glue, watered down, and brush it over the top of everything. And then I'll lay down my flocking, it's called. So I've just got some earth, I've got some different kinds of grasses here, got some bushes, kind of some finer grass, and I've got some trees. I'm just going to kind of mess around and wing it. This is all just for fun, trying something new. I'm really looking forward to it, but while I will be live streaming most of this, I just wanted to keep my YouTube audience up to date in case you aren't going to watch me live stream it. But yeah, I'm going to quit rambling here. Update on the diorama. I cut out the piece of foam to the size that I wanted it, and then I covered it in the all-purpose filler. After giving that a day or two to dry, I covered it in two different shades of brown. But you can see I made like a little landform here, and this isn't what the base of it's going to look like. I just wanted it to not be white underneath. I'm actually going to start applying the flocking right now. I'll try and do a time lapse of that, but there's what it looks like as of now. So desk is really messy right now, obviously, but I laid down all the foliage like I wanted to, and then I sprayed it down with a water alcohol mix to kind of permeate all the layers, and then I sprayed it down with thinned down, just regular ass Elmer's glue. I'm gonna leave this to dry overnight, and hopefully it looks less soggy in the morning. But yeah, sprayed it down, I'm gonna let it all dry, and I'll see how it looks tomorrow. I'll show you how it looks. Alright, I let this thing dry overnight. And moment of truth, let's see if the glue stuck. Nice, cool. Yeah, so it glued down really solid, and it's not going anywhere. It still feels a little bit damp. I'm gonna leave this to dry for the rest of the day. But yeah, there's the kid that's gonna be going on it. I'm gonna begin damaging him and getting it all weathered up, and it's gonna lay down right there, roughly. But yeah, that's all I got for you now. Stay tuned for the finished build. Thanks, guys.